back to my video. So today's video is going to be another pin haul. This is going to be a slightly shorter video. I thought I'd just make a smaller one today, mainly because I've not really been buying as many pins, which is a good thing, hallelujah, but I also wanted to keep on top of what I've got and put them on some new pin boards. So let's jump in. Not as much fantasy this month, I would say, quite a bit of Harry Potter though. So yeah, let's just jump right in. So the first pin is a pin that most recently came on in the post, and this was a pre-sale that maybe I'd signed up for quite a while ago. This is by Bright Fury Pins, and again, this is a pin that I will keep in my collection for now, but it can very easily be traded or sold for the right pin. It is a massive pin. I'll show it on the card, and it is this Frozen pin. So Frozen is kind of one of my side collections that I don't actively search out pins for, but if I see a really nice one, I've been trying not to do that as much, and really focus just on my main collections recently. Yes, but this is what this one looks like. So it's got a pin on pin element, really big, that's it compared to my hand, and it's got some gorgeous details. It's obviously Frozen 2 with the elements, and you've got what is that little gecko's name, but you've got him up there. So yeah, I like it, but I don't know, we'll see if that stays or not. So a little sort of different from those, Darren got me these from the Pin Badge Lab, which is on Etsy, or they have a website. So me and Darren both have had both of our COVID vaccinations, and we finally got a sticker, but I was like, why didn't they do some sort of badge? Sometimes they do flu badges. So Darren went on Etsy and he found me this. He actually bought me 2 of them because he knew I'd want to put one on my board and I'd want to wear one. So this is what it looks like. It is just sort of the COVID sticker that you get, but in badge form. So the next Disney fantasy pin is this. I traded for it. I can't remember what I traded for, to be honest, but I got this one. This is one that I could give or take, but I think it would be pretty cute to actually add onto my Little Mermaid board. It says, I want to be a part of your world, and like I said, it's Little Mermaid inspired. You've got these purple little shells, and you've got her dingle hopper, and it's just cute. I think the colours are nice, so yeah, I traded for that one. And then we go into all of the Harry Potter pins. So are you ready? So these are a mix of pins I bought from people off the Facebook page, which is Accio Potter Pins. That's one of the main ones. There is another one, and some are from a Pop Shop live sale that. So the name is Laser Brain Patch Co, my misunderstanding, but yeah, she does do website launches, but she also does Pop Shop, and that's a new thing to me. I've only recently signed up for it. It is US only, so make sure you've got either a pin buddy or you've got a US address, but basically it's like a live show and they can put items up. Her things go really quick. There's a couple other people like Oddman and Tweak, they go really quick. You've probably seen her pins. She does very iconic beans, like the jelly beans and teacup series, so I have some of those here. So let's start with those. So the first one I got is this one. So I got this and the matching bean from someone on the Facebook page. These I think is part of her monthly teacup series, and I just thought it was really pretty. I'm very much pastel pins and really pretty coloured pins. And this one's got a matte finish to it. It's really nice. It is inspired by Lily Potter, and it says "You are so loved" on it. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to read, but it's got that really beautiful pearl detail on it with Hogwarts at the top. You've got the little 9 3/4 little tea bag, and then you've even got some little lilies down there. So that's the teacup, and then the coordinating bean is equally as pretty, and it is just little lily flowers like that. So yeah, really pretty. And that's those ones. I then got this one, which is probably my favourite, I will say. This is the Deathly Hallows bean that she did. There's a pink one which I already have, and then this one. So this is the light purple one. So yeah, again goes with like my glitter purple theme. So this I got in a pop shop. She was selling some more of her pretty girl frame pins, and even though I already have this, it obviously came with the beans, and there's one bean in particular that I really wanted, and I'll show you it in a minute. So I don't know whether I want to keep this, because I think it could be quite cool to have two of them, or if I'm gonna, you know, sell it or trade it. But it came with the 3 original pins, so let's get that out. So it came with 3 of the beans. So you have this one, which I'll probably keep. This is the little, I don't know what it's called, but it's got some pearl, and it sort of goes with the whole lily ones as well. You then have this one, which is just a brown one, which I would definitely trade. That's just like boring and ugh. And then the third one, I'll show you what it's supposed to be, but I ended up getting another lily bean, which if I hadn't already got the lily bean I would have been excited about, but the one bean that I really wanted was the one that I was missing. So I have emailed her, and she has said she's sending me another one out, but let me show you what it was. She always includes one of these cards so you can like know where you're at with them. People like complete all of these beans. So this is the one that is missing, and on it looks a little bit grey, but I believe it to be more purple, and it's this one called Butler. So it's just like a purple bean, and it's got some moon and stars. I'm not quite sure what it is in reference to, but for me it was very much sort of like astrology and like Lupin-esque, and Lupin's my favourite character, as you'll see in a minute. So yes, hopefully that will come in the post to me. Obviously I have to wait for it to get to my Stackery account and then get it shipped, but that was those. Oh, I have one more bean actually. This is the Ice Mice bean. This is just super cute. So it's a little tiny white bean, and it's supposed to be like, I guess, the candied like sweet. I don't know what an actual ice mice looks like, but there we go. It's got glitter in it and a little bit of purple. So the next pin is one that I've been looking for a while, and this I believe is by Animagus Co. I think, on Etsy, and when I went to buy it, it was sold out. But I found someone who was selling it on the Facebook page, and this is part of the teacher series. They also did a students one, and I have obviously the golden trio, but this is the Lupin one. So you've got some chocolate there, you've got a little cloud, you've got like rips in it. What else? You've got the cupboard where the boggarts come out of. So yeah, that's sort of to add to my Lupin little collection. And then I got this one as well with the matching bean. This one is by Mad Unicorn, and I am a Mad Unicorn Patreon, but I think this is going to be the last month that I actually pay for it. I've got, I think, about 3 wands, you know, in the process of being made that I will receive in the future, but I don't think I want to carry on getting them anymore, because you can buy them off other people, and for me, you know, the last couple of months I've not really been that interested in, and probably will sell on. I think it was literally just the Tonks one I wanted. I already have the Hermione one. Maybe I might get the Lily Potter one, but this was the other one that I really wanted, and I managed to get. So this obviously is Lupin, so you've got the Marauder's map, you've got his wand, you've got the textbook of the werewolf, you obviously got him in the moon there, and the bar of chocolate, and then this is the little bean, so it's obviously got some of that flower again, and the moon. So yep, that is again another one to add to my Lupin collection. And I think that is all of the fantasy done, unless I find something else. But let's go into the Disney pins now. So this one I got from Joey's Collectibles. He's on Instagram, and yeah, I got this one. This is a pin of Mickey in front of Disney Quest in Orlando. This is no longer an attraction. This is where the NBA big attraction is now at Disney Springs, but back when it was Downtown Disney, they had Disney Quest. And if you don't know, Disney Quest was an amazing indoor theme park, really interactive, pretty much quite ahead of its time really, with some of the things like VR headsets and things like that. You could build your own roller coaster, you could go in and make your own music, you could go and draw things, you could make these 3D figures. Like, it was amazing. Me and my dad went quite a few times, and so I really wanted this to commemorate that. I have already got a Disney Quest pin, but I really like this one with Mickey Mouse in front of it, so I picked that one up. I then did a trade. I think I traded this for a Artland Forky pin, and this is one of the Dark Tales pins. So they have the Beloved Tales, which obviously are like the heroines, the heroes, then they have the Dark Tales. Now, I am not a villains person, but I'd have to say this is probably my favourite villain. Warning, these have been scrapped a ton. As far as I'm aware, this is an authentic pin. They can go fairly cheap on eBay, but I would be hesitant because they are probably the fakes. I would say, you know, obviously the real ones are going to be more expensive. And, you know, for peace of mind, I traded for this one. The Ellie of 300. And this is Edgar from the Aristocats. He's like smuggling the kittens away in his bag. And you don't see a lot of Edgar pins. Very much an underrated villain. He's one of the only villains that I can tolerate, and like is a strong word, but I think he's got quite a funny sense of humour. He definitely gets his comeuppance, especially the scene with the dogs. You have a little pin-on-pin element here with the sort of umbrella stand, and yeah. So I got that one to add to my Aristocats collection. Very different from anything else that I've got. Like I said, I don't really like villains at all, but this, you know, ode to one of my more preferred villains, shall we say. The next pin, again, I think I bought. This is, it says it's from Ariel Thingamabobs, who I believe does live sales as well. But this is a Japan pin, I think, or a Hong Kong pin. And this is like a really cutesy little one of Baloo the bear. And if you don't watch any of my other videos, we have a dog called Baloo. He was probably named after the Jungle Book. We rescued him, so that was the name he came to us with. But we've got a little pin board downstairs that I make. I'll try and insert a picture if I remember. One side's got a picture of us, and then the other side I've made it into a pin board. So this is sort of to complete that, because I had a little gap missing, as you all have seen in that picture. So yeah, I got that, and this is a hidden Mickey, but yeah, I can tell it's an authentic one. So we got that. So this next pin I did get very, very cheap, and you will see why. This is again to go in one of the boards I've got downstairs. So the other board I made was like a 25th anniversary ode to Walt Disney World. On one side it's got a picture of me in a little buggy, and actually my nan's in it, and the cake castle is behind us. And on the other side I have this amazing cake castle anniversary pin, and I wanted a couple other pins to put on it, so I'm looking for anything, you know, Magic Kingdom 25th anniversary-esque, and I found this one on eBay. It has got some discoloration in the resin, and a lot of pins that have sort of this like clear white enamel do end up showing their age quite a bit like this, especially like some of the character ones that have like an actual picture on them. They can start to discolour, but this was really cheap, and I thought it's just like a little filler to go on that board, so I got that one. Keeping with like memories and retro things, I guess, I got this one. This is an Ellie 1000. It was from the UK Disney store, I think. And it is Minnie in front of a house. It is pin on pin, and if you remember, I know they still have it at Disneyland, but if you remember, they had Toontown, and they had Mickey and Minnie's house, where you could go and look through their house, and then you could pretty much meet them at the end. I used to love that as a child. I thought it was really cool. It had all this like massive like plastic furniture in it that you could sit on and interact with. Like a cake would rise in the oven, and then you'd go into like this tent at the end, and you could usually meet Mickey Mouse. It was really cool. It's a shame they don't have it anymore. I don't know what replaced it there, but I got this to sort of commemorate those memories. Of a collection that has been really, really hard to find, but I'm slowly building my way up to it, and that is Bear in the Big Blue House. So this is another like nostalgic program I used to watch as a child. Very reminiscent to me of like going on holiday as a child to Florida and it being on the TV. I don't think I used to watch it in the UK. I don't know if it was on, but it was very prevalent in MGM Studios back in the day, where they would have Playhouse Disney. But let me get them out of the packaging. So the first one is this one, and this is of Pip and Pop, and the only reason I know that is because it says it on the back. So those are the two little otters there, very cute. And then this one I wasn't going to get it, but I thought I might as well try and become a completist in this. And this is an authentic pin, but it's an error pin. It's very widely known that it's an error pin. This is it's harder to find than the actual you know, the correct color one. You'll see what the wrong color is. So this is what it looks like. It's basically of all the main characters, but as you can see, Bear's face is a lot redder than it should be. I do have, you know, the proper color version, but I thought, what the hell, let's try and be a completist, so I've got that one. Okay, so last two pins before that Ultimate Grail. We're continuing with the Duffy and Friends and the Stella Lou Love. So I got this one. This is from Hong Kong Disneyland, and it's part of the Keep Me Warm series. It looks like that. It's got a little pom-pom on the end. I think I had the Duffy one at some point. I think I managed to trade for it off a board at Epcot, but I've since traded that back. But yeah, this is the Stella Lou one, and she's got like these balls of yarn and really, really cute. You've got the hidden Mickey on the side there. So my plan for all my Stella Lou pins is to get a really nice like box frame with like purple velvet on it, and put all my Stella Lou pins on there, because it's all very much pinks and purple pastels, which is very much my aesthetic. And then the other one is this one. This was sold as part of a two-part series. So they came out with 3 different boxes with 2 Duffy and Friends characters. This was in with, I think it was Gelatoni, but I managed to buy it separately, which was good. Again, this is from Hong Kong, and this is part of the Spring into Dance Hong Kong Disneyland 15, and it is this diorama pin. So it looks like that. So it's a pin-on-pin design, and she's in a little Easter basket. And then actually on the base you've got that Spring into Dance at the bottom. So again, very cute, pastel, love it. So got that one. And then we go on to the Grail pin. So I wouldn't have been able to get this if I hadn't sold quite a big pin. I had this security badge pin that I was able to sell, and that was what helped funded this. I still had to put a little bit towards it, but I definitely would not have got it without having sold that pin. And it is just such a Grail pin for my collection. So I collect space pins. I love space. I love Space Mountain. I've got my little board up here. Anything like astronaut-esque, I love. So this is a Disney Auctions pin. So 90% of the time when you see Disney Auctions, you know it's going to be either a hard to find pin or more of an expensive pin. It's just the way Disney Auctions are, because they are quite old. In fact, I'm going to take it off the back card and see if it's got a date on the back. So it says limited edition of 100. That is what the back of it looks like. And I think it's part of a 6-part series. This was my favourite, and this was actually the only one he had left, because I know he did have a couple of them. But this is, I don't actually even know what the like official title is that it has on Pinpix, but this is like the astronaut Minnie Mouse pin. She's on a moon that is shaped like cheese. You've got a shooting star in the background. She's in like her very cool pink astronaut outfit, complete with bow. Like, I just love it. I think it's going to look so good on my astronaut board. I don't know if you can see. So I put these 2 pin boards up. So the bottom one is like all my old Disney Channel ones. That's where my Bear in the Big Blue House pins will go. Should I just show you whilst we're here? And then my space collection is just above. Let me show you where we're at with my Bear in the Big Blue House. So it's just down here. As you can see, that's the normal colour one. But yeah, that's my Disney Channel, like vintage Disney, like my teenage years, childhood years, throwback. But yeah, I'm going to have to make room for this beautiful, beautiful pin. And yeah, I can't wait. So that is my little pin haul. I know it's still like 25 minutes long, but it's shorter for me. I have got some great pins coming in the mail, a very much Grail Carousel of Progress. I think I am down to only needing one pin for that collection, aside from if there's any PPs or AP pins. Like, I'm not bothered about that. As long as I can get like just the full standard collection, I'll be happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video if you want to see more pin videos, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them in the future, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.